Mark Loiseau is the dynamite blaster for Controlled Demolition, Inc., and at the age of 19, he was the nation's youngest licensed blaster. How does a fellow, when he's 19 years old, know that he wants to be a blaster?
Well, I knew when I was about 12. It's a family business, started about 23 years ago, and I started then, and then I was asked to run the company when my father was in an accident when I was 19, and then after that it just followed.
Now, this may sound like a silly question, but I don't mean it to be silly. Do you consider dynamite dangerous?
I consider driving in New York dangerous. No, not at all. It's really a tool, just like anything else. A lot of people have innate fears about it, but it's a tool. If used properly, it's very beneficial.
Now, what kind of things do you demolish?
We like to concentrate on things that are supposed to come down legally, like buildings, bridges, chimneys, anything that involves a precision application of explosives.
Okay, Mark has brought along some amazing film of buildings that they've demolished, and let's watch it while he explains. Lloyd, could we run the film now? What is this now?
This is Pruitt-Igoe in St. Louis. It was a HUD project where they tried to clear up all the slums, and they built these apartments. They didn't work. They had to come down, and they assumed that we could do it faster and safer than anyone else. This is one of 3 buildings we demolished on the site. To take this down conventionally with a crane or by manual methods would take something in excess of say, 5 months. We can do it in 8 seconds.
That? Good heavens. Who cleaned it up?
Somebody who had a lot more patience than I do.
What is this?
This is the Traymore Hotel in Atlantic City.
There. Watch this.
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
23 stories. We took down the center first, and then the 2 sections were taken down later because they had greater exposure.
Can you control where the building's going to fall?
My insurers hope so, yes.
How much dynamite was used in that?
In the Traymore, around 250 pounds. This, again, is also in St. Louis. It's 14 stories. And again,
oh, look at that.
This was just the center of the building we took down. We had to leave the 2 ends for refurbishing.
They cave right in on themselves, don't they?
It's an implosion rather than explosion. This is in Milwaukee. This is part of a brewery that came down.
It sure did.
Just a little bit. Right.
Hiccups.
You know, movies must use these for all the time for...
We just sold some footage to a firm.
Look at that. That's amazing.
This is in Boston, a 17-story condominium. We just sold some footage to a Hollywood firm.
Look at this.
This is the Henry Grady Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. It was 12 inches from a building that had to stay.
Oh, boy, imagine that.
And it did. And there it is.
That's what's left of a 14-story building.
Fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah. What do? Try to hit the stress points? Is that what it is?
You're dealing mainly with gravity. It doesn't take much explosives. It's basically how you use it, where you place it. And I could carry in my arms the amount usually required in most structures. It doesn't take too much.
That's really fantastic. Thank you for showing it to us on What's My Line. And to you all, we say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Chet Gould speaking for What's My Line, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was recorded